The Scallywag show and the douchebags that host it take no responsibility for hurt feelings, inebriated cursing, excessive boner pill abuse, your lack of sense of humor, resulting whiskey dick, your pregnant side chick, that bad rash that won't go away, or turning on your mom.
That's a great intro right there.
What's going on? And Walker couldn't see me keep going. Walker, that's Walker.
Hey, man.
What's good, you scallywags? And we're not even 15 minutes. Fuck you, Anox. Man, love you guys. How's everybody going? Happy hump day, man. What a week, man. A couple things real quick before we get into like all the shenanigans and fun stuff. First of all, I want to say one of my heroes passed today, man, Lou Holtz. I absolutely love Lou Holtz, man. I remember being a kid and my dad, like, you're going to watch Irish football, you know, and like, I mean, a man who never wavered from integrity his entire career, man. It was like you had to, it doesn't matter how good you are at football. You had to get your grades. You had to pass. You had to, you know what I mean? I absolutely love Lou Holtz, man. So rest in peace, Lou. Bruce Campbell, man, coming down with the cancer diagnosis, man. We'll talk a little more about that later in the horror segment, man. But I hope everything goes good with Bruce, man. Love some Bruce Campbell. And that brings us also to, man, if you've been on Scallywags or really in a lot of the groups, man, because there's a lot of stuff going on between pins and all kinds of stuff. But we got Monty Strong, man. We got the shirts. We're donating the money to Monty's mom for care. So if you dig the design, and one of his teachers actually just ordered $500 something worth of shirts, man, absolutely insane. And all the profit from that is going to go to Monty. So I wanted to throw that out there before we get into everything. And I also want to throw this out. We're going to talk a little more about Monty a little later on, but from tonight through Sunday night, any profit on anything in Bearded Scallywag store is going to be going to Monty's mom. I'm donating anything that Scallywags makes, you know, after the fees and that shit. Anything that Scallywags makes from now through Sunday is going to go to Monty. Leukemia is a hell of a fight. And if some of you guys know me, I went through a different kind of lymphoma with stage 4, man. So I always have a soft spot for that. I did it in my 20s. I couldn't even imagine being 5 going through that. So want us all to stand with Monty, man. So other than that, man, next week we have the Battle of the Jasons coming up. We got Brian and Josh, 2 cosplayers. That Friday, I'm going to be at Blairstown Diner, man, which is like the Mecca for Friday the 13th. We're going to actually get a Crystal Lake tour by Jason. It's going to be fantastic. But we're going to have 2 awesome dudes and 2 Jasons on with us next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. And now we got second time offender Chris Lopp on the show with us tonight. And our man Walker. How you guys doing? What's going on, guys?
Good.
Good, man. So how was your guys' week so far?
Busy.
Chris?
Yeah, busy. We're we've got, for those of you who follow the Brims Underground or Funky Brims, we've got grand opening of our standalone store, our second store, standalone hat store. Kind of big event coming in the weekend, looking up to St. Patrick's Day next weekend. So we're kind of T-minus 7 days and counting in terms of getting the store put together. So we've brought in a lot of stuff and kind of finishing up all that. And then got this drop going on this week. This is Bike Week with Hales, and already actually have one of these adult ones on the way to Rod, and kids one on the way to Monty as well. So they'll be able to twin this weekend, hopefully. And it's all good, just busy and but having fun and excited.
Yeah,
very good.
Like we were saying backstage, man, like you've been like, I mean, man, you've been popping. Every time I turn around, it's like, you know, Hales, Funky Brims, like you guys have been all over the place. So you're literally dropping 4 caps tomorrow, correct?
Dropping 4 caps tomorrow. So this is so we're doing a part. We've done a collaboration with Hale Speed Shop. I mean, we still drop our own caps, make our own caps, have some other brands as well. Everything from Boston Scally to Hannah to Hologram, etc. But we started every time Hales is dropping a flannel, we're dropping some caps to match. And this week they're doing one called Bike Night, which is black, gray, Harley orange. And so we're doing real leather. This is a real leather black Newsboy. We've also got a real leather black flat cap and has a little bit of the flannel underneath there. We're doing all flannel flat cap, and then we've got kind of our own creation of a Newsboy, kind of coordinates with it all as well. So dropping all those tomorrow night. We'll be on our own live, Funky Brims Live, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern on the Funky Brims page. And then we'll be dropping those at 8 o'clock, 1 hour later, kind of right at the end of our live tomorrow night. So, yeah, all those caps will be dropping tomorrow night, as well as the flannels and everything else.
Nice. So now the two plaid one, the flat, I know the leather is going to be different, but the flat cap and the Newsboy, are those more heavyweight, middleweight? They're not like spring and are they like they're not like summer caps, right? They're wool or blends or what?
They've all got kind of, to me, so much of like what makes it winter or fall is about the liner, rather than what's on the outside. So this is going to be flannel. This is it's a flannel weight for a shirt, which is really a mid-weight to almost summer weight for a cap. And then with the summer liner in it, I mean, I'll be wearing this. I live in Oklahoma. I'll be wearing this all summer long. It's not so heavy that you couldn't wear it all summer long.
Do me a real quick favor.
Sure.
Flip it over. Let me see the underside of that brim.
Yeah. So this particular brim, this is a great fabric. We'll probably come back with this. This is like a nice kind of black and orange. Same one that's on the back of the patchwork there, and same sort of Harley orange, if you will, and just kind of a great little contrast to it there.
Yep. Daddy's gonna need it.
Walker.
Huh?
I said that almost looks like that thong pattern you were shooting off there, Walker.
Well, the only problem was I couldn't get enough fabric.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And for what it's worth, all these, when we do these collaborations with Hales, we always make a pin that kind of coordinates with the tag in the back of the shirts, the tag that we put in the caps, and these are all you see this kind of black orange kind of skeleton on a bike there, and they're all numbered. This one's going to be limited edition to 250. So those come with the cap also automatically.
Awesome.
So now you're the two store things. So is one Funky Brims and one Functified, or is it?
Yeah. So we've been in the back of Functified since my wife opened her store. Of course, we sell a lot online. We've had our own warehouse. Had a warehouse going. We've shipped a lot out of. But we're opening up a standalone, just all hat store. Probably going to be the biggest one in the Midwest. Obviously, probably find one bigger in New York or something like that, or certainly over in Europe. But it's kind of a European themed, cap store. About the front part of it is going to be close to 1,500 square feet, just to all hats. And then the back of it's our warehouse. We'll be shipping out of all the same location. So that opens next week. And so it's been a lot of work getting that ready. But
road trip.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a road trip too, man. Me and Walker got a couple road trip plans, man. But we definitely got to hit your store, man, as part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're I'll kind of give you a real quick. You can kind of see. I mean, got this great ceiling up there. Kind of got some colors going on. You have a bunch of displays that are empty right now, but you can kind of see we're starting to get ready to put all the hats out. We've got them all kind of brought over here from the warehouse and all that. So we're working on it. We've got a lot to do in the next week or so, but we're getting there.
Well, I got to tell you, I really like those tiles on the ceiling.
Yeah, the crazy thing is this was a drop ceiling, right? I mean, old school 1980s, kind of ugly, and we were going to paint it. And we went down. We actually had when we did our Shelby Co. drop with Hales, we went to this bar down in Dallas, and we're shooting the videos and the promo pictures and all that stuff. We were looking at the ceiling, and we're like, man, that's really nice. And we figured out, that's really a drop ceiling. And so that's all this is. This is the drop ceiling still up there. These are all kind of tiles and stickers in between them. And so it just totally changes the vibe of the whole thing, having a ceiling like that. And but it's still the same drop grid, just with stuff
Hey,
over
that's
it.
the way
So,
to do it.
yeah, absolutely. So it's neat little trick to change the whole thing there.
Nice. We got reviews of Moose in the house. Good afternoon, fellas. We got Kate in
Moose.
the house. We got Renee. We got Stacy. Got the whole douche crew hanging out. We got Aunt Ox, small batch beer. Nice.
Moose is going to be at the grand opening.
Who is?
Reviews with Moose.
Oh yeah, nice.
Nice.
He's a cool ass dude, man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have a blast next Friday night. We're gonna have a speakeasy feel. Just the people that have come in from out of town. Open bartender here making some drinks and whatever. So it'll be a good time next Friday night here in this room.
Nice.
Sounds like
private shopping for those who've traveled or the local Funky Brims. It's sort of invitation or those who know only. So yeah, it'll be fun. Good night.
Nice. Hey, Katie, thanks. Yeah, like this is the Buffett, and this is one of his caps as well. I actually looked for one of my RST LVS shirts to wear with it, but I became a fat fuck. I can't fit in it, so it would have looked a little. So maybe by the time I get to Florida, I'm back in that shit. But right now I couldn't fit in it, so I wanted to do the whole look up, man. But yeah, he's got a ton of cool caps. The Margaritaville stuff, man. Jimmy Buffett is fantastic.
Yeah, now Buffett fans need to watch us because we've got a really great Buffett tribute shirt and set of caps. Everything from flat caps to newsboys to actually a straw fedora coming, the next month or so. So it'll be
a sneak peek of the one, and I won't give any details, but a sneak peek of the one newsboy, and that shit was fire, man. I can't.
Yeah. That's probably going to become my favorite cap
with that baby and my margarita going, man, down there in West Florida, man. Hell yeah.
Renee, yes.
Isles,
Douche crew
in the house. Dubs Hat Hub is in the house. Douche crew. What we got? Chopper. What's going on, brother? Sorry, making sure I didn't miss anybody here. Larry, what's going on, bud?
Let me ask you this, Chris.
Sure.
When you go over to Italy and you do your excursions for fabrics and things like that, what are your main cities you're hitting?
So our cap maker is actually in Naples. And then, you're right. Yeah, Milan is where it's sort of the fabric capital of the world. And then, obviously you go to London and the UK, there's a whole different, Donegal, where Hannah's located. McGee up there makes, vast majority of the Donegal tweed you see sold by anybody in the world is actually made by McGee right there. Literally, if you've ever been there, it's just right around the corner from Hannah's store. And so those are great, Scotland as well. But and we went to Vegas a couple of weeks ago and went to an all sourcing show just looking for fabrics there. And our big thing is we're looking for something different, right? I mean, we're always going to have your gray herringbones, your solid blacks, all that kind of stuff. But, at some certain point when people are kind of into this as a hobby, as a collector, they're looking for something different that they haven't seen before. I mean, you only need so many gray herringbones. You only need so many straight black hats. All right. So let's find something. I mean, our St. Patrick's Day this year, great green plaids, nice, bright green corduroys, kind of thing. We're just looking for something different, unique, but we still want something you can wear all the time. Right. And so, to me, this is a great cap. Some people are like, well, that's too much to wear that with the plaid, but, put this cap on with a black t-shirt, right? That's a great look right there.
You wear that with a Harley t-shirt and you're good.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then there's people that like to, see the match, whatever. And so it's kind of there for everybody.
Well, I'll tell you, see, I've been to Italy. I was in Milan for a little while, and then I was in Torino, if you know where that's at.
Yeah.
And I was in Torino, and this was back before I was ever into caps. And there was a cap store in Torino that I didn't go in but just from the outside, it was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be, 2,000 square feet.
Yeah.
It was sick.
No, there's some great. I mean, that's the thing is that's the and I've looked everywhere, right? Certainly West Coast, find less of them everywhere in the Midwest. I've looked Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Chicago, and like I said, there may be some in the Northeast or something like that that can rival what we're putting together here. But in terms of just I mean, you walk in here, you're going to find 300 or 400 different styles of caps and hats that you could walk out of here with that day. In all the sizes, all that kind of stuff. And that's really what I've been looking for. And, a bunch of them are ones we've created where we're just like, man, I wish we had a cap that was this. All right, well, let's go make it. Because it can't be the only one that's wanted, really nice purple tweed, which is really hard to find, right? Or a really nice, orange this, whatever it is. I mean, this fabric right here, it's hard to find somebody that makes a orange and black. It's this nice, got some texture to it, nice Italian blend there. This will come back. This is on the back of the patchwork this week. But for a second I saw this, the same thing. I was like, man, that's got to come back as a newsboy cap and a flat cap just by itself, because that's great fabric there. And so, that's kind of what's on the under brim of those two. And so that's, just finding some unique fabrics, different things. And we found this year, some people that can make some custom fabrics we're looking for. So, I'm already envisioning, get ready for July 4th, right? What if a herringbone looked and it was, instead of, your normal blue and white or blue and black, what if it was blue and red? What kind of a great looking July 4th cap might that turn out to be? And then what if we put that into patchwork? That's, I didn't actually grab it here, but we did our first custom patchwork, like flat cap, for St. Patrick's Day. Those sold out really fast. We're going to do another one for July 4th. That's just, it takes, kind of the way they make them. It takes 13 different fabrics. Some of them will be the various flannels from Hales that are red, white, and blue. And there'll be just other ones that we've kind of collected or maybe even had made somewhere. Again, imagine that sort of, or a herringbone that's red and blue. Those kind of things. Just some unique, cool fabrics that nobody's ever seen before that we'll be coming out with the next year or so.
That's awesome.
Well, and you're really pushing the boundaries on like bringing different styles and creativity to a lot of cats. Because you're right. I mean, how many? And I own so many, but how many herringbones can you have? What I mean? Have them in every different styles times 3. You know what I mean? But you're coming out with caps that are like, wow, all right, I never seen a cap that looked like that. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool, man. I know when I road trip to you, I better bring some bills, man, because I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, we'll be waiting for you, but yeah, and it's gonna be great to be in our own store, and at least for people that are traveling here or whatever, and just logistically, we've had a lot of caps in Funky Brims, my wife's store, or Funkified Funky Brims in the back, and then warehouse about a mile away, which is not bad. You can drive back and forth, but it's like, okay, somebody ordered this, so we got a collection of stuff we got. So it'll be nice to be all on one roof, and and we've been, it's been exciting. It's been a nice ride, and it's one of the funny things about this business is you're always ordering 5 or 6 months ahead, right? So like the St. Patrick's Day caps, for instance, I knew we'd probably be looking at our grand opening about now. When I opened them, or when I ordered them, I was like, man, I'm going to order a bunch of them. We're going to have enough for this grand opening. We're going to have enough for Irish festivals we go to, whatever. Then they sold out that night, and we had 6 different ones we did, and 4 of them sold out that night. And you're like, which is a nice problem to have. But I also hate to disappoint people, when they're wanting one of them and there's not enough. And it's like, man, if I knew what I knew now, I would order twice as many. But
hindsight.
Sometimes you don't know, but you order so much extra and then you're stuck with, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's so mad, man.
100%. People don't realize, it is, we don't have private equity behind us. We don't have, a lot of other stuff. It's me and my wife, and we got kids in college and all that stuff too. So yeah, if we over order one and it doesn't sell, we're like, this kind of hurts.
Now, investment firm standing there, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
We got from Tameless Tallow in the house. Sean got his Florida Vibe cap on. Hell yeah. By Funky Brims, I was telling Katie.
And I saw a question in the comments, Chris. Wicked Wednesday Soap Company wants to know, what is the general price range of the caps you sell?
Sure. So, like the flannel flat, this is a normal one we do almost with every one of the drops we're doing with Hales. It'll just be a flat cap in the flannel. That's going to be $72. There's usually some promo codes going around. FB line 10, you usually work for 10% off. This one is actually one of the more expensive ones we've ever done. That's on my head right now because it is all leather, Italian leather, all that kind of stuff. Super nice. So this one's 110. 10% off. It's going to make it down to $99, which is still a pretty good price for an all real leather, cap and that sort of thing. Made in Italy. Nice. Straight lines, all that kind of stuff. This patchwork has got leather in the front of it. This one's 90. Normally our patchworks are like either 78 or 80, less any discount. So, and again, they all come with a pin as well, included at that price. And when I'm quoting prices, I'm also talking ship. We don't charge extra shipping for any of ours. So, so whatever price you see is what it is, shipping included for us too. So, when you start thinking about it, $99 shipping included with a pin for an all leather cap. It's not a bad price. I know it's a little higher than some, but we like to have things at all the different price points. I mean, if you watch our lives on Thursday nights, we usually have a cap of the week, which is going to be less than $40 shipped. And that's going to also be, made in Italy, other things as well. So, we try to have things at all price points.
Well, it's the thing. And listen, there's something about like European, caps, man.
Absolutely.
They're put together so absolutely well that I don't usually mind spending a little extra for European caps, whether it's Ireland, Polish, or Italy, or what I mean. Like them hologram ones are fantastic,
Yeah, I mean, and you look at just like this particular pattern, how well they matched up the lines there.
Yeah.
Both sides, nicely tailored, nice straight lines, whatever. But all the patterns are going to match up nicely, and going to look uniform and all that kind of stuff. So it definitely, and we've toured all the places that make our caps, or we even buy caps from. And we carry some from England, we carry some from Ireland, carry some from Scotland, carry some from from France, as well as Italy. We've toured all these places. We met them. And the nice thing about those shops as well is they are a little more expensive, but these are adults providing for families who have made a career out of making caps, right? I mean, you go to Hannah in Ireland, their average tenure there is like 12 or 13 years of the people making those caps, right? They've been there for a long time. That's their life. That's their livelihood. And that's cool.
It was going there, meeting them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. And the thing is, like, you're going to buy a cap on Thursday or Friday, and you're not going to see 100 dudes complaining about seams on Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, nobody's 100% perfect, but we make it right if it's not. But yeah, they're pretty good.
But I mean, in general, everything matches up. I mean, I've never anything off on one of the caps, man. So,
and let me say this, you talked about the price point, $99 with a pin, free shipping. This is the other thing that I've noticed is that whenever I've ordered something from you, I have gotten my product usually within about 5 to 6 days. And you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, our standard is we're going to ship it out the next day. We got a little bit behind due to some weather issues down here in Oklahoma. During the big snowstorm, which people from the north don't understand what 10 or 11 inches of snow does to this place like Oklahoma. I mean, the post office wasn't picking up, right? So and we didn't get that far behind, but normally if you order today, it's going to go out tomorrow. And and we're shipping at post office right now. We are looking at UPS and some other things because post office, you just have these weird things where I tell the story. There's a town called Sallisaw, Oklahoma, which is about 40 miles down the road. Guy ordered a cap from us going to Sallisaw, and that cap saw Salt Lake City. It saw Chicago. It saw, I mean, everywhere in the world coming back to being 40 miles down the road. You know, so it's like, what do you do? With
Hey,
that sort of thing?
I've had packages go from that I ordered from Texas to Atlanta, where I'm at.
Right.
I've seen them go to Guam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I had one going to Idaho that went through Puerto Rico. Yeah.
All right, guys, real quick. I don't mean to cut it short real quick, but I got to say something real fast. So we mentioned earlier about Monty, man, and Monty's fight, which is all our fight, man. Standing there with Monty, man. I didn't say it at the beginning because I wasn't sure what was going to transpire, man. But we have Monty in the house tonight, man. Monty's going to come on with his mom, man. And the amount going on with these shirts, there's been several orders. Like I said, a teacher just bought like $500 some. And also everything in the store for Scallywags will go profit-wise, will go to Monty, man, because this kid's a fighter, man. So let's bring him up, man. We got Monty and his mom, McKenna. Hold on.
Awesome.
Now, can you say hi?
Hi.
What's going on,
buddy?
Hey there.
Say how are you?
How are you?
buddy? How you feeling?
Good.
Good? Good. Got a whole bunch of friends in the comments here that are all pulling for you, buddy, and all
Say
want to wear
thank
your
you.
shirt.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Absolutely. We are glad to have you on, and I got to tell you, you're a tough little guy.
Yeah.
100%.
So how old are you now, Monty? You
Bye.
5? Okay. Yeah, you're a tough cookie, man. Oh, your
I eat
shirt.
a lot of junk food.
There you go.
Hey, don't let nobody tell you can't eat junk food, man. You got to eat it while you go through it. That's right. But I'm glad.
I don't even like broccoli.
You don't like broccoli.
Me either.
I do like these like green seeds.
We got another special surprise popping up here for you, buddy. Let's bring it. You want Grandpa?
Papa.
You want Papa to come in?
So yeah.
Bring him
Yeah.
in. All right.
Hi guys.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up,
Hey.
brother?
Papa.
Papa, are these all your friends
Yes,
from work?
they're my friends.
We're all
They're your friends too.
Absolutely.
They're all rooting for you.
all rooting for you.
If you like
Absolutely.
this shirt right here, you got one of these coming to you. I think your grandpa's going to be bringing it with him.
Yep.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, buddy.
It's got Monte Orange in it.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
That's it.
But what's up, Rod?
Just living the dream, brother.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Somebody's.
And your grandpa outstyles us all too. I got, you know what I mean? I got to pick with him. I'll be wearing some rusty t-shirt and he'll be coming in like my cat matches my socks and my flannel and I'm like, damn, bro.
Next to him, I look like a hobo.
You be bringing it.
Rod's like, you ought to see my underwear. It's the same shade of green.
Yeah. I get made fun of quite often by my wife and the kids.
Me too.
Hey,
But tell me this.
don't it?
Are you really married if you don't get made fun of by your wife?
No, not really.
That's it. So Monty,
No,
what's
you
Monty?
have to get made fun of or it doesn't count.
That's
it.
right.
So Monty, what's your favorite food right now?
Your favorite.
Watermelon, peanut butter crackers, chips, pizza,
Okay.
chicken,
All sounds good to me.
and drinks and donuts.
And donuts. Oh yeah, man. Kid after my own heart. There it is, man.
I like all of those things, preferably on the same plate.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah. We got so many comments for you, buddy. I'm trying to get through some now. Hold on. Some small batch of sweet. And Ox, we all do, bro. Let's see. Dead Katie from Dead Smooth says Grandpa's got some swag. Yes, he does, man. Chopper, I've never been so proud to be part of a community. Thank you, brother. What else we got, Alan? Wow, everybody, man. You got a ton of friends in there, buddy. Oh, they disappeared.
They there?
The screen, yeah, they're probably there. The screen might have just messed up real quick.
Oh,
They might have froze. I'm going to go on mute here, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they might have froze up real quick.
Well, I'll tell you, the people that are showing up for Monty, we can't thank you enough. He's absolutely a strong little dude, and every little bit of encouragement and good vibes absolutely help. So thank everybody who is, buying the shirts and supporting this kid.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think they got kicked off. We'll see if they come back, man. I'll bring them back on. Sometimes
Okay.
the technical issues there, but that was awesome having. Oh, they're back. Hold on. Okay. There he is.
There he
There
is.
you go.
Yes.
We're going to ask you for a special task, man. Do you want to do a special task for us?
Yeah.
You want to help? See, top right corner there, we got Mr. Chris Lopp. He's going to give away a hat tonight. Do you want to help
Gonna
us?
give away a hat for me?
What's that?
He's gonna give a hat away for me?
Wait for
Well,
you.
Yeah.
That's to somebody in the comments. You want to help pick the winner?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe your mom can help you. What we're going to do is put your finger. Can you guys see the comments or no?
Yes.
All right. So put your finger on the comment. Don't peek.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can see them.
Pin them and put your finger on one.
Pick a comment. Why is this not working? Which comment do you want? Ready? Pick one.
How about this
What
one?
about this one? Say Chopper 41681.
Chopper
481.
Chopper.
Chopper, where you at? Are you still in the comments? You're gonna get with Chris, man.
Yeah, just hit me up.
Congratulations on the lid. And I believe Chris, what is it? Any
cap
is
on
it
our
a specific
shoulders.
cap or is it
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
anyone.
you're welcome, buddy.
Thank you.
I want to
talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Say bye.
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 Thank you for
Hi,
coming.
Monty. Thank you for coming on. That's awesome.
You can't hear your sound. Lost your sound, Walker.
I've got it. I didn't hear him.
I lost.
You
Chris
can hear
too.
me?
I
don't
can hear
either.
you.
You guys hear me?
We can hear you.
I don't hear either of you.
Oops.
Hold on. Let me see.
Guess, Mr. Walker, you'll have to carry the show then.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hold on. Can I hear you, bud? Can you hear me, Rob?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, Walker, Chris, can you guys say something?
Yeah,
Hey.
we can hear you.
Yo.
You guys might have to go back out and come back in real quick. I don't know why, but it's not. I can't hear nothing.
Be back in a minute.
Grandma said that Monte must have got tired, so.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. No, he did a great job, man. He helped pick it out. That was awesome. That was awesome, man. That was awesome seeing him on there. Let everybody see him, man.
Yeah,
You know, we're all with him, man. That's one cute little guy right there.
Can you hear me now?
Say something, Walker.
Yo.
I can hear him.
You can hear him?
Yeah.
I
you hear
can't
me?
hear him. Okay. But you both can hear me. You three can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris, can you hear? You can
Yeah.
hear everything?
Yeah.
Can't hear anything.
Technology.
Walker. Why? All right. All right. So we'll just roll with it, man. Let's see. Marcus, Sean just can't hurt us. We can hurt him.
We're
I don't
going to
understand
roll
what you
with a
mean,
deaf.
Marcus. Well, that's cool. Let's see what we got here. Chopper. Let's see. Reviews with Moose. That was great. Dude, everybody loves having him on, man. What an awesome kid, man. And I know you got to be a proud grandpa, man, because he is like really just, I mean, he's fighting, man. He looks in great shape and everything, man. Like he's doing a good job.
He looks good. He sounds good. And let me tell you something. He's got personality.
He does. Plenty of it. Plenty of it. He gets that from me, I think.
I would think so.
Plenty of what?
At least the cute factor, I think he does, right?
There you go.
Welcome back, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't
Can
know
you
what
hear me
happened.
now?
Why all of a sudden the sound off, man, on me.
Can you hear me now?
All right. You know what? You guys talk.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna go off and come back and see if maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear Chris and I can hear DL.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't. I can only hear you. I don't know why, man. Like that's just weird.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
while he goes out, I'm going to talk a little. If y'all don't mind, I'm going to talk real quick.
I'll be back in a minute. Walker, take the reins there for a little bit, man. Talk about some horror questions. Ask some questions or something.
I'm going to real quick throw out a couple of our sponsors. First and foremost, Pinhead's Pins. They got the red pin for Red Friday. I believe this is coming out, or it may already be out. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty cool pin. Pin up chick on a bomb with the red, and go grab you one of those. Support those that need to come home. The other thing I wanted to show you was this. There it is. This is the body cream from Bones, Beard, and Body. You know, a lot of guys, when they get their beard products, they have to have a cologne with it. You know, they're like, oh, I got to buy the combo. For me, it's the cream. This stuff right here will boost the scent just like a cologne will, and it'll hydrate your skin, and I highly suggest it. And it is made from scratch, which is rare. So, Bones, Beard, and Body, go get you some. All right. So, Chris, tell me, are you originally from Oklahoma?
Yeah, sure am. Lived here my whole life. So lived a couple of places, a couple of years here and there. But yeah, born in Oklahoma and lived here most all my life. So yep. That's why we're here. I'm not sure it's the place we would necessarily pick out of the map if we were starting from scratch and picking anywhere, but it's got to kind of grow where you're already planted.
Well, I've got friends of mine that live in Oklahoma that, you know, they moved there 15 years ago and never left because they loved it so much. So I didn't know if that might be the case with you, but
no,
you know, you're a native.
Yep, sure am.
Very good, very good. Rod, where are you at?
Montana.
Montana, man.
Montana.
One of the places I've always wanted to go.
Come on over. This winter has been very mild. We've got no snow right now.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually surprising.
It's very surprising. We were up. There's a very prominent ski resort west of us called Big Sky. It's where the Mucky Mucks live, the Dick Cheneys of the world, and Armstrong and other folks like that. And they hardly had any snow up there in the mountain.
Oh wow!
Now, 2 days after we left, I think they got right at 18 inches. So, and it can stay there. I'm fine with that.
Well, I grew up in Connecticut, and let me tell you, the main reason I left Connecticut was because of the snow in the winters. Because, you know, uh, it wasn't anything to get 3 feet of snow, and that's, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm too old for that. Have you ever been to Oklahoma, Rod?
No, I was hoping to make the trek this year for the meetup, but it's not in the cards.
Well,
You got more important trips to make.
absolutely.
I do.
And I have a feeling that it'll happen at some point, and Monty will be with you right there. Wanting to go to Funky Brims. So
Yeah, we'll be doing it. So we're going to have an annual sort of thing, just that it'll always be the weekend before St. Patrick's Day.
oh nice.
Everybody,
I'll get there.
Can you hear us now, Sean?
I can. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't know what the hell that was about, but yeah, I can hear everybody. We're good to go. Yeah, all I could hear was Rod there, man. So I'm sorry, I didn't know. I don't know what you guys were in the middle of there. I just lost you again. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm
You-
I was
fucking
gonna
with
say you fucking with me.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, bro. No, man. Yeah, man. So, dude, that was awesome. And I don't know what you were talking about because I was off for a few minutes. So I'm jumping in.
I was getting a little bit of background on where Rod's from, and
Okay.
found out that Chris is a native Oklahoman, and we were talking about the meetup at Funky Brims and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, we're definitely. How far are you from Texas?
It's right at about 3.5 hours for us to drive to Dallas. So,
Okay.
it's a good, we're about right at halfway between Dallas and Kansas City, if you will.
Doable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a decent drive.
Yeah,
But-
but we're in for a drive because we're gonna stop a bunch of places and be stupid. We're gonna Jay and Silent Bob a few stores, and we're gonna make our rounds going around, man.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Chopper, Sean, it was aliens when in doubt. It was always aliens. It could have been, man. It could have been, yeah. I've been getting shadow banned and stuff. I think that's from aliens too. Has nothing to do with politics. All right, so what was I gonna say real quick?
So, Chris, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
How did you stumble upon the idea of Funky Brims in the store?
Well, it started off as a hobby, right? And, it's a combination of I couldn't ever find exactly what I was looking for in a cap, and also kind of telling my wife, hey, maybe if I can, buy 10 and sell 9 of them, I'll end up with this one for free, sort of hobby on the side. And, we got really creative in trying to find stuff that was different. And, that kind of took off a little bit. And then, started making our own, ended up with this partnership with Hales. And, my wife opened her store, and she won't admit this now, but, I said, I want to sell some hats in the back of the store. And she gave me this little table, like, oh, you can put your hats there, and then I was like,
That sounds about right.
Here's a card table. Shut up.
Right. And before you know it, there's a whole back room that's now been cleared out just for hats. And then it's, taken over half the warehouse that she needed, more than half the warehouse for her stuff. And so that's kind of how we started looking, with this store and all that stuff. So it's, yeah, we've had some, great customers support that we appreciate, and just, again, trying to find something that's different than everyone else, and having things that are at different price points, and like this, just kind of coming up and saying, okay, what would look good, what would I like to wear, right? I don't put anything in the store that I wouldn't wear myself, and if I was going to have this flannel, what would I want a hat to look like with it? Here's a couple of different ideas and all that stuff, and just having fun with it. I still do my day job every day and kind of do this on the side. It's probably become 25% of my time doing the store. But still do my day job quite a bit, but it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. And, like the three of you, just some great customers who have gotten to know, and, great people in a lot of these groups, and, just enjoyed it. And also great, other people, everyone, from Swisher to, Ryan at Peaky Hat, other guys. I'm not going to try to mention everyone, because I'll end up leaving somebody out, but, and some of the other guys that started up making their own hats this year, it's what something I tell, I don't see any of those guys as competitors. It's all, our biggest competition is people that don't wear hats at all, right? If we get people wearing hats, there'll be plenty to go around for all of us. And, people that just pick one particular brand and won't wear anything but that, that's great. It's a gateway drug, but, when you start trying some other ones, you'll figure out, okay, there's some other great caps out here that I like as well, and plenty to go around for all of them. And, a lot of those guys, I call them and I talk to them, Ryan notoriously, I'll be like, hey, Ryan, quick question, or back and forth. And before you know it, we've been on the phone for an hour and a half or something like that, just talking hats or whatever it is. So, and we may do a collaboration with Peaky Hats this year too. It'd be kind of a fun thing to do, to have a Peaky Hats X Funky Brims collab at some point this year.
Nice. We need a bearded collab too, by the way, man.
Do what?
We need a bearded Scallywags collab at some point too, man.
Absolutely. I'd love to. I mean, these are fun, putting together and trying to come up with something that kind of matches the vibe of whatever it is a lot of fun.
And you made a great point too. Like, there's so many, like when I see some that are so, whatchamacallit, man, like, there's so many beards, there's so many heads, dude. And bottom line is, most people in the community, it doesn't matter. Like, it might be a Friday drop, and I'm going to buy from 3 different companies that day. You know what I mean? So it's like, because everybody, there's something different for everybody. So that's a good attitude to have, man. With everybody, I just knock shit over. With everybody,
Yeah. I mean,
that's the thing, is there's room enough for everybody.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what I found is, like, it. You make a cap that people like, people are gonna buy it, right? It doesn't matter, if somebody else is dropping a great cap that same week, great, they're gonna buy both of them. And that's great. And I don't know. There's some people, it's just all competitive, and like, life's too short for that, right? I mean, I'm just having fun with what we're doing and making caps that I think people like, and putting up a store here, and we're gonna have fun doing this store as well. And it's life's too short to sit there and worry about what somebody else is doing or not doing, or what they're doing.
And that's the thing. Like, I've had people say to me, like, well, you're promoting a lot of beer companies, but you're putting out beer products. Why are you doing that? Because I'd rather sit at the table with people, man. It's all about community, man. You know what? I can put out a beer product and like 3 other companies that are all awesome that day, and most people are going to grab all, everyone they like. You know what I mean? It just kind of, some of the infighting in the groups gets a little old sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, it makes it not enjoyable. I mean, Chris, you're having fun. Sean, I think you have fun.
Absolutely.
I had my side business, slinging watches for a while, and had fun with that and helped the kids at the same time. But like you said, Chris, if it becomes cutthroat, it's no longer, it's a drain on my soul. That's what it is.
Well, and that's for me is like, my day job, I'm an attorney, and I'm also was a CPA before that, right? That's so left-brained and frankly boring. I mean, I hate to say that, but my day job, it bores the heck out of me sometimes, right? And there's some fun, and don't get me wrong, there's some things that you care about that, you get something that really matters for something and you go for it or whatever. But a lot of it's just like, okay, we're drafting this contract. We're going to do a good job on drafting this contract, but that doesn't get your juices flowing, doesn't get your brain excited, whatever it is. And so this just kind of exercises a different part of the brain. And and it's not, I mean, by nature, a lot of that business is you either win or you lose and stuff, right? And so it's fun to find some win-win situations and that sort of stuff, and use the creative side of the brain, and sit there and say, okay, what kind of colors go together with this? What would look good with this? And just really kind of have fun with it. And it's just I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and that's my fun part of the day. I'm crazy. I wake up at like 4 a.m. in the morning usually, and my like 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. is my creative time. Where I'm sitting there, putting patterns together, doing that kind of stuff, and not a lot of distractions and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun, and I'm convinced it'll extend my life as well. So it's just kind of keeping the blood pressure down and that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you need that creative outlet, man, and release stress. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I've been doing that lately with like mixing and pouring in the beer, but you know what I mean? It just, it's creative. You need it, man. It's whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Walker, did I cut you off, bud? I thought you were about to say something.
I saw a question a second ago for anyone that visits. Somebody asked what my wife's store sold. Funk Defied is going to be sort of it's going to be a retro, sort of anywhere from 70s, 80s, sort of, anything. If you're in our age group, where you're anywhere from 40 to probably 60, it's going to be stuff that reminds you of your childhood, everywhere from scratch and sniff Snickers stickers to disco balls, to just a lot of fun puzzles, just a lot of fun gifts and that kind of stuff. Lava lamps, just kind of this whole retro sort of vibe to it. It's got a VW bus sitting out front that's been wrapped in tie dye. It's got a VW bug inside it that has full of disco balls, and got a Zoltar machine in it. It's sort of it's the whole thing's painted bright pink. It's fun.
Zoltar too? No shit.
Zoltar too, yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up, dude. Scratching.
We're there.
Used to be my shit back in the day, man. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got Chopper. Y'all got to come to Galveston, bro. On mine and Walker's Scallywag douche tour. We're open, man. Dude, you bring the people, we'll bring beer and cheer. Like, you let us know, man.
I used to go down to Galveston quite a bit. Galveston's fun.
Yeah, and I am all down. Like, this is a year that I want to meet a ton of Scallywags, dude. I want to hit places. I'm going to hit Georgia. I think me and Walker are doing a beard contest in some, like, midget brothel show or something. And then if that's all happening, I don't know if that's January, right? All right, forget about the midget brothel show. We're going to hit some legitimate stuff.
It's hard to forget about that when you said it.
Yeah.
In Albany,
I got pictures in my head now.
They're there. The mind is not an etch-a-sketch, my friend. We can't just shake it and get rid of that.
To get rid of those, is there?
No.
But yeah, man, we're down, man. Galveston, anywhere in Texas, as long as I hit the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station and stop at Tameless Tallow, because I am so gonna Jay and Silent Bob that store in front of Melissa's store. But outside of that, man, I'm open, man. I'm all about Oklahoma, Texas. I made this bet that I'm gonna ride a bull Jersey style, so I'm probably gonna die at some point in that. But luckily, Tim, one of my admins from Scallywags, is a fire chief, so I told him to bring paramedics. So
yeah,
you're gonna need them.
Maybe I'll live. But real quick, I got
Tim's made the drive up to Tulsa to our store.
Walker does this one, but I'm gonna do this one tonight. Is Bones, Beard, and Body, man. Phantom.
I already did it.
Huh?
I already did it, but do it again.
Oh, you did it? You son of a bitch, dude. You just can't wait to get on that. All right. Well, I'm gonna do it again. Phantom. Buy that shit. I won't. I'll let Walker's review stand, but I'll just say Phantom. Man, it's wild, man. That was a good set. Also, as a note, Ricky Ronnie, Iron Kiss, Blew Me Away, the Liquid Butter, and Tim from Valhalla. is cooking up fire, man. The new Valhalla is fantastic, and a new one that's coming out that I won't like talk about because I don't know if that's like all whatever. But I will say this: it is badass, man. That new set.
Well, I'll tell you that Valhalla, I'm wearing that tonight, man, and that's just through the roof good.
And Ox wants to know why Moose is talking about hot dogs in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Because I said I was from Connecticut.
What was it?
I said that I was talking about being from Connecticut, and so Moose chimed in that he used to go to Frankie's Hot Dogs.
Oh.
I think Chris and I are still thinking about the midgets.
I am. And,
Yeah.
Dude,
and unfortunately, I've kind of gone to that little part of The Sopranos where he was, seeing that, amputee as well. So I kind of combination of those two. It's like my mind's just wandering right now.
So to make a whole long story short, there's like some inner joke about like midgets and like midget strippers like in my admin chat, but like all of a sudden Walker sends me this thing that there's this legit midget strip like circus show coming to like Georgia, and I'm like, I'm so ready to leave Jersey after I saw this. Right, I'm like, dude, I'm totally down to see this like midget strip show circus that's coming to Georgia. So that's
Little Divas.
What is it?
It's Little Divas Adult Cabaret.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but I think you're getting some warnings there that that midget porn a lot of times has some sort of bug in it that'll make your phone not work right when you're on these things. So
Yeah.
So you gotta watch.
Exactly.
Well, that's why we put a new disclaimer up. Like if you watch our show, you're on your own, man. That's why we put a new public service announcement. You know what I mean? For everybody watching this show. And that's why we proudly say we're the worst beard show on the internet. Let's see. What other comments we got here? Walker, what else you got, man? While scrolling through comments. Anything?
Wanted to I'll real quick. If you haven't checked out Bane Blends, go to baneblends.com. He's got a real good selection of beard, body, skin. He's got, salves that'll help with psoriasis, all that good stuff. His beard oil, he's now got 2 different blends, and just fantastic stuff. Check them out. And the other thing I wanted to say was this was
does that salve work on whatever you catch from midget strippers also?
Probably not. That's why I will be bringing some acetone. But
yeah.
The other thing I wanted to say was this was
wholesome and everything in about a half hour ago when Monty was on that.
I need it.
Demonology, brother.
Look. when it comes to being, decent and wholesome in front of kids, I can do that.
Okay, good.
It's just when I get around you fuckers. No.
Oh, you know what, Walker? Speaking of that, I got to call you out on something, man.
What?
So, Walker spread some misinformation a couple weeks ago that I was about to address. That when I was talking about White Castle and Walker.
Oh.
Fun fact: they're Crystals and White Castles the same place. Bullshit, bro. I fact checked that shit. Walker spread some misinformation. What do you got to say to the people, bro? White Castle's been doing their shit by themselves, and Crystals buys it from some asshole in Tennessee. So,
and I'm going to tell you what I told you in our private chat.
Huh?
It said I was going by information that I got off the internet.
Internet. We're going to blame the internet. Okay. All right. So I'm just saying. But here at the Scallywag show, we know people are looking at us for like news, reviews, and booby counts in movies, and we need to keep it real with the people. So I had to call walk around on that real quick.
Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. I promise you, nobody in this chat gives a rat's ass about Crystal's rectal rockets. Okay?
Oh, fair enough. But I didn't want to.
I kind of do. I kind of do.
I'd like for you guys to resolve this conflict. Let's figure out who's right or wrong.
I just had fun. I was doing this whole thing about White Castles, and then all of a sudden he pops on. He's like, he was getting angry with me, and he's like, "Well,
I wasn't getting angry."
No, I know, but he was like, "Fun fact: crystals and White Castles same meat." And then I Google it. I'm like, "What fuck are you talking about? It ain't the same meat."
Turns out neither one of them had real meat.
Yeah.
All right, real quick.
It's real midget.
What's that? No, I got no more midget stuff.
No, the meat is real midget.
Oh, that's real midget. That's bad. All right. So real quick, I just want to run through a couple things, man. I won't run through them all because we're already at an hour here. Me and Walker, we talked about. Well, first and foremost, man, Ozfest is back. Ozfest is back next year, man. 27. Hell yeah. I'm hoping the bands are right. I'm hoping they get it right. But I think Sharon might really be on point as a nice little tribute to Ozzy, man. The next one I'm a little torn on, man. Sebastian Bach headlining Twisted Sister has got me a little fucked up. So I don't know. But D. Snyder blessed it. So how do you go against it? But
well, look, Sebastian Bach, great singer. Got to tell you. D. Snyder, great singer and frontman. I think the two of them together, like Twisted Sister with Sebastian Bach singing, I think it quite possibly could be a train wreck.
Well, so I look at it this way. I think Sebastian Bach could probably cover the vocals. Like, I don't worry about that. But I worry about the stage show. Like, the stage show. Like I was going to go see D. Snyder and Twisted Sister, man. Now that he bailed and it's Sebastian Bach, I don't want to because, like, D. Snyder puts on that stage show.
Right.
But we got that. Sex Pistols is back, minus Johnny Rotten. Why bother, man? And then we got this one I found pretty interesting. A quick little 1 month tour, a mini tour of Testament, Overkill, and Destruction.
Yep.
Wow. Hell yeah, man. So I don't know all the dates, but because I'm a bad host, man. Scream 7. I didn't go last weekend because all the critic reviews sucked. And then everybody that went said it was awesome. So I'm going Friday to see Scream 7, man. But what I'm really looking forward to is Scary Movie 6 because that looks fucking hysterical, man. I can't wait for Scary Movie 6, man.
Only thing that can make it better is to throw some midgets in there.
Midgets, I'm on point. I'm on point.
Back.
I love the wheat. You know, I'm Irish. I love the wheat people. You know what I mean? I'm all about it. I almost had one fight me. All right, so here's a quick dumb story with my stupid ass, right? I almost had a dwarf fight me in Wawa, right? So I'm online at Wawa, and if most people don't know, it's a convenience store in Jersey in certain areas, right? So, but I'm online, and there's a fucking midget in front of me, dude, and the cashier was a dwarf, right? And so I'm in awe, dude. Like my Irish just took over, dude. I'm standing there like just smiling and shit. And then the midget got pissed, dude. He starts, "What are you smiling at?" And I'm like, "Whoa, calm down, bro. I'm Irish, man. I love you fuckers, dude." And then he fucking lost his shit, dude. I thought this dude was gonna fight me in Wawa, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I'm a retard or whatever I'm allowed to say now. You know, I'm an idiot. But yeah, like, wow, that was a wild event. And I was just sitting there in awe. I'm like, I've never in my life been on a line and seen a midget by a dwarf, dude. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I'm just like, you know, I'm singing like, the Irish jig in my head and everything. Because I'm like, this is fucking awesome, dude. And it fight me. I'm like, man,
I'm just waiting for the phone call. Hey, bro, I'm in jail.
I'll go.
I'm waiting for the phone call. You going, "Hey, bro, I'm in jail. What happened?" I beat up a midget. I mean,
I was just shocked. I didn't want to fight him. I'm like, dude, I'm an ally, fucker. Like, you know what I mean? It was wild.
I'm an ally. I love you short fuckers.
I wasn't prepared for this kind of conversation tonight, really.
You never know.
I'm pretty thankful. I'm pretty thankful.
Welcome back, Chris.
Welcome back to the douche crew. Oh shit! All right, but you guys got to close and listen, man. You're live tomorrow, right, Chris?
Yeah, live tomorrow night, 7:00 Central. Thursday nights, every Thursday night, 7:00 Central, and yeah, I got this great drop coming tomorrow night.
All right, but that's coming on the live, right, or is it coming before the?
Well, the drop is at 8:00, so we'll do the live from probably 7 to 7:50, 7:55. Let people jump off that, and then everything will drop. Hales is coordinating their drop. Will happen at 8:00 Central, 9:00 Eastern, same as our caps, and so we have a few flannels. They've got a bunch of flannels, and we got the caps and all that stuff. But it all drops at 8:00 Central tomorrow night.
Nice. All right, guys. Wait, what is this? Blake Hughes, y'all can't end without talking about Jim Carrey. Well, I don't. Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't know the whole deal with Jim Carrey. I saw Walker had a thing about that, a whole rant about it, but I don't really know what happened with that.
I'll tell you.
All right, go ahead. I saw your rant.
Jim Carrey showed up at a French awards show looking different. His face looked fuller. He looked, younger. And everybody's going, oh, they cloned Jim Carrey. It's somebody in a mask. What? No. The dude's 63 years old, got a fuck ton of Botox because he's got a 30-year-old girlfriend who he's trying to keep up with. That's what's going on.
All right.
It does not look.
And get off my
In fairness, it does not look like him. But I agree with you.
But this is the thing.
Is this like a real thing, or is this like the Paul Biden thing with this?
No, this is a real thing. Okay, but look at some of these celebrities that have gotten a lot of work done. They don't look like they don't look like themselves.
That's fact.
Jim Carrey still has the cheekbones. He's still got his signature smile. It's just his eyes have been lifted a little, and you can tell that it's either plastic surgery or Botox. It's not somebody in a mask. It's not, he hadn't been cloned. He even came out and said, I was at that award show. I gave the speech. And if it was a body double, they're not going to be able to sound exactly like him and have his mannerisms. So,
and so I'll take your word for it, dude. I don't really know. I didn't know anything about it, really. But
it's just the conspiracy theories that are going around about a bunch of stuff. It's like people have their tinfoil hats on too tight.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
That's your next shtick, Chris. Tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil scallies.
Tinfoil.
There we go.
A whole new segment.
Call it the conspiracy series.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that I think about and I go, well, you know what? Who knows? Like,
there's some legit that I go, but they replaced Jim Carrey. Nah.
Oh, wow, yeah. And Chad said it officially came out it was someone with a mask and it was full shit. Yeah, I mean, Jim kind of lost his fucking mind when he did Man on the Moon.
He did.
Played Andy Kaufman, dude.
Well, the guy that came out and said he was the guy in the mask was this drag queen who was looking for his 15 minutes of fame, and he posted an AI picture of a mask. It wasn't a guy in a mask. It was Jim Carrey. Even Jim Carrey himself said, nope, I was there.
He did a movie in a mask once.
He did.
He did.
So, incidentally,
at Crystals. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
With a midget.
It was a lizard person. I don't think so, Michael.
Chris, I was trying to get us away from midgets.
My bad.
I don't know.
I really wasn't. I was headed back there too.
But
It's just it's a gift that keeps giving.
It is.
It really is. Man.
Midgets are fun.
Now, tomorrow at work, when I'm selling dead wood, because that's what I do for a living, I buy and sell dead wood.
Right.
I'm going to be thinking about Sean squaring up with a midget and a scally hat on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There you go.
I was
we started off with Sean visiting some sort of a midget burlesque show, I believe.
It was.
Yeah, picture to go with it there.
That's all I'm walking. But he mentioned it to me, and I'm like, I'm in. I'm deep. I'm like, all right, I'm coming down, dude. So,
Hey, as long as her name's not Linfected, I'm there.
So me and Walker are going to do our world tour of stupidity, coming to a town near you. So stay tuned, man. But now, as far as next week, we got the Jasons. Let's go, man. Any horror fans, tune in next week. I got 2 B horror directors coming soon. Well, man, we're going to have a whole lot of fun with this. But next Friday is Friday the 13th. I'll be at the Mecca, Blairstown, Jersey, man. So we're going to have this pre-hype show on Wednesday night. You guys have any last thoughts before you want to roll out?
Real quick, I want to thank Chris. Dude, I appreciate you coming back on. It's always a pleasure. And we can't wait for this drop tomorrow. Going to be epic. Rod, thank you for coming on. You got a lot of people praying for Monty, and we're backing y'all 100%. And we appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you, guys.
The last thing I want to say is go to beardedscallywags.com, get yourself some Monty support shirts, get yourself some mugs, whatever. Profits for this weekend going to this wonderful family and this courageous kid. And remember, you matter.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. So again, hit up Funky Brims, man. Tomorrow night's live. Caps, all kinds of, man. And them caps look sweet, man. Go hit up Chris. Go hit up that live. Go check it out. And that's at 7. Well, say it again.
7 o'clock Central will be the live. 8 o'clock Central will be the actual drop of the products on funkybrims.com.
Okay. So hit that. When you're done with that, go over and hit the girls on Parlor Talk and have a fun Thursday night, guys. Little Monty was absolutely awesome tonight, man. Thank you, Rod, for coming as well, man. And like Walker,
thanks for having me.
Anything on Bearded Scallywags this weekend, whatever the profit is, I'm shipping it all over to Monty's mom. I don't care what it is, anything from a cup to a shirt to a whatever. It's all going to McKenna. So that being said, crush the week, guys. You matter. If you got to talk, man, we're always available, man. Much love. Keep it Scallywag. And Chris, you guys are welcome back anytime you want, man.
I loved it. Yeah. No, hit me up. We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Man. Keep it Scallywag, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.